Hey guys, Richard with BlueSheepdog.com here, and today I want to talk about the PPSS Aries gloves. These are a cut-resistant glove manufactured over in the United Kingdom. They are designed to help corrections officers, police officers, anyone in public safety that may have to deal with any kind of edged weapon threat. Like most gloves, they are designed to be cut-resistant, not stab-resistant. Any of my U.S. readers and watchers probably are familiar with the NIJ standards for stab vests. These are a little different. The company does actually make stab vests for corrections officers and others dealing with edged weapons threats. However, gloves are not really ideally suited to be able to stop stabbing attacks. However, these are good for cuts. Or resisting against cuts. So these are going to be perfect for any kind of searching you may have to do. If you're a police officer having to do some type of search for contraband or narcotics, same thing for the corrections officers working inside a facility. Also, if you are dealing with somebody out on the street that you may have some suspicion that they have something on them, this is going to be a good safety device to use. I will say that the gloves are a little thick, as to be expected, and I'll show you that here in just a second. So they may not be best for searching all people all the time. You're probably not going to have the same tactile feel that you would with maybe an unlined leather glove like I typically am using. But these actually work out pretty good. Now I have played around with these a little bit. I have not cut tested them yet, and that's what we're going to do here today. These are two brand new gloves. It's the only pair I have from the company, and I'm going to do some demonstrations with some cutting, and we'll see how it works out. Hopefully they do real well, but as the company realized when they sent them to me, they're getting an honest review, not necessarily something that's going to show them in the best light. So let's see how these work out. They come in this little package here, pretty simple. Just going to open them up so you can see. I've not played with these too heavily. I haven't done any cut testing or anything on them yet. They are both brand new. Have obviously tried them on. Now what they have is they've got this material here that's actually sewn on. I don't know if you're going to be able to see in the video, but it is double stitched around all the edges here, plus it is cross stitched across the middle. And this helps give you additional protection, but the real cut resistance comes from this material in here. It's got kind of a jersey knit. It's got some different fibers in here. I'm not sure if the company is going to be willing to give away their proprietary information on exactly what these fibers are or how they're woven, but there are some man-made fibers in here. I think about 65% of it is a like a polyethylene or some type of fiber like that. It's not DuPont's Kevlar. That's actually a different fiber that is found in some others. It's also not Spectra. But it feels pretty good on the hand. Like I said, it's got a jersey knit to it, and for a glove that's designed to do this, it actually feels pretty good on the hand. They slide on pretty easy. They've got a little Velcro tab here in the back to fasten it down. Alright, the material they actually use, it's their own brand called Cuttex Pro, and that is the material that's in here. So as you can see, I haven't done anything to these yet, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do some cutting on them. Just so you understand, I've got this this cover down to protect my desktop. Underneath I've got just a foam mat. Again, I want to protect my desk. Shouldn't make any difference whatsoever on cutting these. I'm going to start off first. This is just a standard utility knife using razor blades. We'll go ahead and see what this does. This is I'm going to try it on both sides. Now the material that's in here should protect no matter where you are. But we'll start on this side and then we'll also do the other side. Again, razor blade. I don't know if you can see that or how well you can see that on the video. Okay, it does cut through this outer surface, but it is not going through the inner surface. I don't know if you can see, it's just barely making a dent into the inner surface there. Okay, it's certainly not coming through at all. Actually, it looks like it cut through just a little bit, but it has not come through that material right there, that material that's protecting you. And that repeated cutting is certainly going to be a lot more than what you're going to experience probably if you're searching anyone. Someone's attacking you, it's probably going to be like that. Let's do the other side. Yeah, see, it's just barely going through with multiple cuts. Alright, multiple cuts, you see it's just trying to get into that material, but it is not cutting through. See there? It is not getting through that material. Alright, that's with a razor blade. Pretty darn sharp, right? Utility knife, what a lot of us might encounter out here. Probably the sharpest knife I've ever had a chance to own is the Blackhawk Be Warned. Now I will say that this is my standard carry knife. As you can see, it's not in pristine condition. It's because I actually use this knife. But it is still one of the sharper knives I've used. So let's go ahead and give this a cut. We'll kind of go in a different spot here. Nice solid cut through. Yeah, and that goes through this material here. It's biting into the next material. As you can see, it's nowhere getting in there. Let's try that a little more. Yep, see, it's biting to it, but it's not going through it. That's with the Be Warned. It's an extremely sharp knife, guys. Alright, let's go to a different spot here on this glove. Alright, multiple cuts. It's getting through that outer layer, which isn't designed for protection. It's getting to the protective layer. As you can see, it's not coming through that protective layer. Alright, that's the Blackhawk Be Warned knife. Like I said, probably the sharpest knife I've ever owned. Now this is a brand new knife. It's actually been in the Kershaw line. It's a Kershaw compound knife. I don't know how long it's been in the Kershaw line, but this is actually new to me. I just broke it out the other day. I've not done any real cutting with it, any real testing with it or anything else. So this is sharp just as it came from the factory. Let's hit this side again. Yeah, see, it's going through that outer again. Right through the outer. See, you can tell that's real sharp. But again, not going through that inner area. Hit the other side. An area we haven't hit yet. Yeah. Alright, multiple cuts. See, it's getting down to the protective material, but it doesn't look like it's going through anywhere. Again, that's a brand new Kershaw compound knife. Alright, last knife I've got here is a CRKT. It's a Triumph. It is a very sharp knife. This is just a plain edge. They also do a serrated. Don't have a serrated right here. But this is very sharp. Again, this is new to me. I think the Triumph's been out in the CRKT line for a little while. But this one's brand new, so the edge has not been dulled or anything else. It's got the Tonto edge to it. Let's try to find a place I haven't attacked yet here. Let's get up here in the thumb area. Oh yeah. That Tonto goes straight through this outer material. Hits underneath. Yeah, goes straight down through everything. I don't know if you can see that. Straight to the protective material. Yeah. But it is not breaking through the protective material. Hit the back side. Yeah, going right through. This CRKT is sharp. Right down and gets to the protective material, but does not go through. If you can see, that's the sharpest one I think I've dealt with. Oh, wait. I got a little corner here. There we go. Applying a lot of force behind me. I was able to break through right there. That's with the CRKT Triumph. It's a very sharp blade. I don't know how well you can see that on the video or not. Super sharp. Brand new. Haven't used that blade yet. I was able to, with multiple cuts, get through it. Now, me doing that right there, chances are you will never encounter anything exactly like that, where you're getting multiple cuts on the same location, applying as much force as I just was right there. Personally, just based on this, I'd say these things are extremely effective. They definitely seem to work. Let's try to get this around. You can see where maybe some of the dents were being made. But other than that one spot, other than that one hole right there, kind of see the black poking through. I don't know if I'll be able to get my finger through this way or not, but other than that one spot, these things held up to 4 knives, 4 very sharp knives. A utility knife, which is just a plain razor blade, my B-Warn knife, and then 2 brand new knives straight out of the boxes. So again, this is the Aries glove from PPSS over in the United Kingdom. I personally think they're actually really good gloves. I don't want anyone to see that one little thing and think that these things are not effective. Me placing this on a hard surface is not going to be like the soft surface of a hand, which means a blade isn't going to bite as well. And me hitting it multiple times with that blade in the same spot over and over again be like pumping multiple rounds into a ballistic vest in the same spot and expecting it to hold up just as well. There are limits to all materials. These things, they seem to do very well. I'm going to use, you'll notice I use the left glove. I'm right-handed. I'm going to actually use this for some searches coming up on some traffic stops and things like that. Let you know how that works out. I definitely didn't want to ruin the one I wanted to use out here in the field. But again, the Aries gloves.